Hello there, my friends, and welcome to my channel. It's Kate in the Nest in Chennai Kate, for just one more night. And you don't often get a whole lot of videos one after the other when I'm away, but this has been such a special experience. And when I read your comments, I just feel that special, because that's what I said I would do. I would take you with me, and here we are. So we are home from the wedding. It's about 3:30, quarter to 4. My husband has gone down to have a swim, and I'm going to do a film because I'm starting to work out how to get everything in the suitcases already. I truly didn't expect to buy as much fabric as I did. He's got an empty suitcase, so we're okay. But as I unpack and get to what I'm stitching, I thought I would share with you just the love that we have received and also given. At the wedding, it was the actual wedding ceremony today, and there were several moments where we got given these beautiful little trinkets, and they are little tiny metal trinket boxes, and I asked whether I could bring one home full. So inside, and this is what we and I hate saying the word through but it is true, that rhymes. We threw these rose petals and rice at the bride and groom, and we were invited on stage as unbelievably special guests. But look at these colors, my friends, like joy. Rose petals in pink and yellow and orange. So I'm going to take those with me as we continue, and my husband and I are going to exchange these. I think there's one more. No, that's empty. Oh. Yes. Oh, this one's just got the rice in it. So I'll share my flowers because we go back to I was just telling my husband that people are saying Bangalore rather than Bangalore. It's always different. So 2 empty, 2 full, and we have to separate on Wednesday. He's going home to Australia, and I'm a bit teary. And I'm going on the next part of the adventure, which is going to be incredible, and you're coming with me, of course. But 2 empties, 2 with these, so that when we get together again, we're going to throw petals at each other. A little crazy, but that's what you get. All the women yesterday were wearing these incredible garlands of flowers, and I didn't get one yesterday, and I was just thinking, well, what do you have to do to get one of these? Well, I found that once we were invited onto the stage to see the actual wedding ceremony happening, the lady on duty said you need flowers in your hair to sort of be allowed up. So it must mean something, I think. And then I was waved through, so she let me through, but next minute she was calling for flowers. So I found out these are white jasmine. They smell absolutely divine. So here they come up to you to smell. These were wrapped around my hair and hung down. So I've got some funny photos of that, but I feel very blessed, and they smell gorgeous. Here is the necklace that my husband received yesterday that I didn't get. So surely if anyone's getting necklaces given to them, this one says Kate in the Nest, and these are the cardamom pods in between. So I'm going to wear that as I travel. I'm going to look up what it means and treasure that along with all of my extra things. Today, more bangles were added in the pink theme, so look how many I've got. All the women had gold. I didn't have gold, but I'm getting a little bit of bling. And here's an earring that I might put on another of my pieces that I bought the other day. But I thought the colors are beautiful. Lastly, as I unpack, each guest at the wedding received a gift tray, I suppose, to take home, and like the generosity. So this is the one I got. I absolutely love it. That's going to sit in the nest. I love that it's see-through. It has handles on the side. In fact, maybe I'll take it with me to stitch, hold my stitching in when I at the next place, and carry the, it's not heavy at all. Okay, thank you. You've given me an idea. Found out that the lotus is the national flower of India, and the peacock is the national bird, by having a lovely conversation. So that is really significant. Okay, what is this big pink thing under here, my friends? This is the sari that I've just taken off, that was gifted by my friend, mother of the groom. It is again 9 meters of silk with gold thread work. Look at that. It's just like a sculpture of lusciousness. It has so all over pink. Then there are, this is the wrong side, lines of this. Can I see it? Yep. This beautiful tiny bits, don't know what to call them, in stripes. This emblem all around. So now I'm just going to think of this like as a peacock shape and an Indian shape, whether it is or not. And there are thick borders. I'll bring this one up here, because look, this is solid gold on raw silk, and look at the fringe there. So she knows me well. Completely different to yesterday's. Kalamkari was my hand printed silk. This is just, I told my mum, I sent her some photos, and I said this is like a shot silk, because everywhere you look at it, it shines. Look at that. Look at that. So I will be wearing this one to Thanksgiving. And we have a family WhatsApp. So I've been sharing, well, my husband mostly as well, sharing to our family at home all through yesterday and today. And my mother-in-law, once she saw us in our traditional gear, she said maybe we could have a sari Christmas. And when that, I have to say, the lighting is not doing this justice. It's too pinky here. It is on your camera. It is the most beautiful, amazing pink. So I'm sorry about that, but it is just luscious candy pink. Okay, so that is that. And I stitched last night, and I stitched in the Uber to the wedding so that I could have this pouch, which I shared with you earlier, in some semblance of order to take. So Amelia, yes, the bird has stuffing underneath it. I've started to embellish. That's a natural line in the fabric there. I started to embellish this flower. I've used yellow thread to start highlighting that. I've got the trim from the Lotus and Cow fabric, and I decided to put this dingle dangle on, but not have it dangle everywhere. So it's a controlled dangle, if there's such a thing. And I left this loose, And there was part of me, as I was putting it on, I went, I could use that as a pin cushion. So this could become a project pouch. See how my mind is going? I'm just so happy, so happy, and so blessed, and so in awe of humanity, the kindness. So when we get down about what is happening in the world, I think we should just, stop looking at screens and look around our communities, to our families and friends, and see that the common denominator is love of family, love of friends, and we as humans belong together. And we have been greeted, as I said, with such open arms and invited back to see people's places. We could have gone out after the wedding, but we do have, I'm going to call it a Missy problem. I've lined up the bags of fabric, and I said all along to my husband, we'll have plenty of room. Not sure, but we're going to do what I'm calling a rough pack, because it's a train tomorrow and then a plane the next day. So this is the other side, and probably what you'll notice the most is I've started to spread paint these flowers, and I just adore it. Certainly not finished, but enough to put things in. So my sunglasses and phone went in that. More embellishment to come. But what I thought I would tell you about today is that I have I'll come back to this, two remaining pieces of blanket that I packed with me. This is still got its veneers plastic tag, pure wool. What's that say? Invicta. Not sure. It's got a little lamb. And this is one of my favorite ones to use for pouches. So I've got all sorts of opportunities here. So I just bought a leftover strip from nest making, I think. That could have been, potentially the side of a nest. So I'm going to treasure this bit of blanket, and I need to start my next work on that. The only other remaining thing that I bought as a base is this Angora blanket that I used in my textile collage workshop in Melbourne. It is exquisitely soft, and it's, of course, it's pouch size. I've got lots of fabrics that I haven't shown you, so one of my ideas is that I will select just a few more little itty bits to be the basis of some new work to finish off the Chennai collection. 4 hours on the train, as I said, time tomorrow at the hotel in the night time before we go to the airport, and I think it's about 3.5 hours on the plane for me to go Bangalore to Jaipur in the north. So that's a lot of stitching time in the daytime. Then I've got the hotel that night before I meet my group that I'm traveling with, and you'll find out more about that when it's sooner. So that's, and that will be without my husband. So I will be fingers ready, eyes down, and I'll need to process all of that. So those are the bits for the new. And of course, by explaining all of this, it helps me process what I want to do. And then I still have this bag that I will take on the plane with me. Now, this is my Melbourne bag that I began. Oh, I'm so delighted. Look, I've got one extra needle. I can't find the other one, even since I found it. So this is the transition, isn't it? This is Melbourne. This was going back home and going to Louisa's studio and buying trim from India. And I thought I could continue to complete this and add Chennai. threads to it. It's still got a lot of work to be done on it. So some of these fabrics and bits that you've seen will be added to this, and particularly on the train. And I'm thinking I might have some other birds join these birdies. I don't know that the parrot would fit, but anyway. So that's going to be an ongoing project. So what do I want to talk about today, right now? I want to talk to you about the lining of this pouch. And immediately, in fact, a lady was sitting beside me and we had a beautiful conversation for, probably 45 minutes. And she saw this on my lap and said, "Can I feel it?" And before I knew it, she was taking photos, and that was just a gorgeous moment. But she said, "Will you put a zipper in it?" And I said, well, actually, where's my project bag? Oh, it's over on the bed. I do like that one with the zipper in it, but I don't think so. I want to make a feature of the lining of this one so we can see straight in. Plus, I didn't bring any zippers with me. So, I have this fabric, which has been the tablecloth, the tablecloth of the. Anyway, if you've been watching, you'll know where this has come from. This is the beautiful cotton, and I have enough here. This is a strip to line the pouch easily. But what I didn't know until this morning was that with this sari length came an additional piece that was added to it. So imagine the printing. This piece was stitched, well, woven, and it was there because it was, I'm sorry, I'm repeating words, but I'm trying to make sense. It was intended that you could make a blouse with this section of the fabric. So if I had been in India, had bought that length of sari, I could have taken this to a tailor and had one of my little bodice pieces made up to go underneath the wrapped sari. So I have this trim times twice. What is it? It's about 1 meter. Yep, with border at each end. So I am thinking, because this is totally spare, and I have the top. I don't know whether I showed you, but I have the blouse that I wore underneath this. I'm thinking that maybe I line the pouch I went to the wedding with some of the sari that I wore to the wedding. What do you think? And then without a zipper, every time I go in, I will remember. I realize I haven't even asked how you are. But I hope you are well. And I need that rubber band for one of the braids. Whatever you're doing, I hope you are enjoying it. And thank you. It's going to be Monday, I think, which is not a big, sometimes I look at the stats and Monday is not a big viewing day because everyone is through the weekend and back to the routine. But here I am, ready and able. I think this. It's raw silk on the outside, and why don't we use some Chennai silk? Maybe on one side as lining and the border one on the other. Or do I make it all silk? I'm actually nervous because I don't know whether this will tear. That's already folded over. So, will we do it together? I've got plenty left if something goes wrong or I want to make a separate bag or tote. Does this chair? It does. And it gathers. Beautiful. And it's quite a thick border, but how often do you... I've got plenty of it. So it's going to be like a golden pouch inside. I think we do it all silk. What do you think? I can't hear you, but and then I can put a trim. Okay, so no measuring, we don't have any tools, we're just going to do this. Oh gosh, I hope I've taken so many photos, it's all right. I couldn't send a video to my friends because it said I didn't have enough memory. I mean, I adore this, but that will maybe that can be the start of my pocket pouch. Or pouch pockets. Pocket pouches, isn't it? So this one, inspired by many things pre-India and the fabric of Michelle McKillop. Maybe that gets to go home with my husband. And I have a new one. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. So, is there a front or the back? I think this is the front with the parrot and the dingle dangle. So let's just see. And of course, I could have done this or should have done this pre-putting the pouch together. But that's not me. Okay, I know I've got enough fabric, so let's turn it inside out. Might need that needle. Oh, I'm still stitching. Okay, let's do... Oh, I was stitching in the Uber on the way home from the wedding. As we all know, stitching is just leads to meditation, and it was just a beautiful thing. I'm so used now to the beep beeps of the traffic. I do not worry at all. Total trust in the drivers. And if you were wondering, Uber is so secure here. You book. There are a lot of white Suzuki Swifts though, so you get the number plate, but you also get a pin. So that's the first thing you do is cross-check pins, and if it's the right pin from the driver that matches yours, it goes rump and it verifies it. So very, that feels secure. Not that I have at any point felt in any way unsafe in this beautiful country. So just finishing this off. I want to put some more things under there. You saw that happen, so that will just, every piece of thread is loved and valued until the needle comes out. All right, what started that? I need to turn this inside out. I mean, I could box the corners. I'll have a think about that. I don't think so. I like for a going out pouch for it to be These are all threads of the sari, by the way. Okay, where's the front? This is the front. I think I'll put some of that up there like a frill. See if that folds. We just do some pinning. Let's see. Just checking the right side and the wrong side. Now, if you're a beginner slow stitcher, and many of you are, and many of you are very experienced, I always have to remind you that I don't do it the proper way. So please do not think that I am advocating for you to do it in a random fashion. It's just my way because I am undisciplined and often in a hurry. And see, does it bother me that that doesn't quite meet at this point? No, it doesn't, because I think, oh, that's an opportunity to put something else down there. I've run out of pins, nearly. I sort of like the idea of having this rough bit not be hidden. Let's see if it's like covering a book. Wrap that round there, and wrap that round there, so it gives it some personality. On the inside. Yeah, I'll definitely put some braid, because see, this is pretty plain in my eyes as a lining. The other thing I have here, as I said that, oh, things dropping everywhere. You probably didn't hear that because it just went into the ground. I do have this lotus flower, and it could be that that goes on there. So let's do a quick rip. This is a needle. Oh, this is a beading needle, goodness. Very bendy. No, that's not good. I'll just fold it back in to give you the idea. Oh, fold it back out. Huh. There we are. You've got the impression? Ah, oh, I've done it the wrong way. Which is all the more reason just to laugh at thyself. And well, that's pretty that way, isn't it? See, that's what I was planning for. So you look inside and see that beautiful fabric. And then on the plain side, or maybe this is going to be even better, we embellish with the lotus flower. along there or up and down. I don't know, but I'm excited. I am so thankful, and I'm thankful for everything, including your company as I filmed this. I am going to stop now because I'll have to think about that decision making that I just made, but I hope that gives you some idea of how this finished Chennai pouch might end up. And if I've said it the other night, but now that I've stitched it more, this is just divine, and I will definitely be using some of this as the base for my workshops in future and providing it for others when I get home. Okay, that's Kate in the Nest. Beyond words, so blessed. That rhymes as well. I will see you again soon with who knows what I've made. I'm on fire. Bye.